Welcome inside the locker room on a hump of the week, Wednesday morning. It's 17 minutes past 8 a.m. It's a beautiful day out there, as far as I know. I think it's a sunny day, 27 degrees, and the weather forecast says it's mostly sunny. And it's a sunny time to talk about what's going on in the beautiful world of sports. My name is Ayokunmi. Thank you for keeping it tuned to Smooth 98.1. Hey, this is where we talk sports, we talk love, we talk music, we talk everything in between. And today is it's not going to be any different whatsoever. A lineup that you need to listen to, a lineup you need to stay tuned for. Join us on WhatsApp, join us on YouTube as well. 0911 999 0981. 0911 999 0981 is the WhatsApp number. You can also join us on YouTube. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. You can catch me in my jersey this morning. I'm feeling French today for some reason. I don't know. Just touched me to come to the studio in this particular kit. Anyways, joining me to take a look at the sporting stories, Ibitayo Daramola is with me. Very good morning to you. Hi. How's it doing? How you going? How's it going today?
Yeah, good morning. Good day. Good day so far. I mean, it's sunny outside. The sun is out, but you're dressed for winter.
Well, believe me when I say that the inside of this studio does not mirror outside at all, at all. Believe
I,
me when I say that.
yeah. That it usually starts in the studio. You have to keep the equipment cold, and you are part of the equipment, so understand it.
Yes, indeed. All right, so much to talk about this morning. I know that the Champions League is on a lot of people's minds, but we'll get to that eventually. We'll begin our journey talking about rugby. Nigeria are just 80 minutes away from securing a place at next year's World Cup after shutting out Ireland 10-0 in the opening match of the IRL Women's World Series at Terry Fox Stadium. Amazing one for our Nigerian women in that one.
I mean, fantastic. First off, we all know we are not a rugby nation. I mean, that's very obvious. Very people are interested in it. But what we know is that we have, I mean, this large population, of course, talents will be abound. And we have a couple of Nigerians outside playing, playing their various capacity for various clubs. Now, what they've been able to do is to train some of them here and recruit some of them who are playing professionally abroad and try and build a team, which we've done over the years. It's been this process has been like a 12-year process to get us to this stage. And finally, we are where the progress has shown we are. I mean, big shout out to Coach Bolu Fagboro. He's been fantastic. And when we qualified for the Four Nation tournament, we defeated Ghana home and away. And you have to qualify for this. This wasn't, I'll be honest with you, I didn't expect us to do much. We were the underdogs going into this. We are the lowest ranked side. You had countries who actually play rugby in Canada, Fiji, and of course, the team we faced yesterday, the Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a tough game. Very, very, very tough game. We had spells where we had one of our players, same player who was Simbin in the first half, also was Simbin in the second half. And for those that don't know, when they Simbin you in rugby, it's not red card. It's like a green card. I mean, you've done something the referee doesn't like. Go and sit in the naughty corner for some minutes. You leave your teammate a man down or a lady down. And so a couple of minutes in the first half and in the second half, we were Simbin, but the girls were resolute. They were strong. A try in each half, and then one score. So a try gives you 4 points. For those that don't know, a score gives you 2 points. So 10 and didn't concede. I mean, they had in the second half they laid siege. On the line for us, and we were solid. The girls were strong, and that's what we keep saying. We focus so much on other sports where we might have inner talents here, because to play that sport you have to be physically strong.
Oh yes,
you have to be very physically strong, not necessarily built like the full rugby union players. Those ones are built bigger and stronger, but you have to be swift and you have to be strong to play these games. And Coach Bola has been able to assemble girls who are very, very strong. In fact, one of them, she's just secured a deal to a club in London. So the girls are progressing. The world is taking note. And we've had this major upset. So everybody will sit up and say, hold on, where's Nigeria coming from? And we like that. So yeah, early hours of today, we saw Fiji defeated the host, Canada, 48-0. They scored 10 tries.
Ouch. Well, I mean, Fiji's a traditional rugby nation,
it's basic. That's a traditional sport. Rugby is the traditional sport in Fiji, so you should understand. And so they had 10 tries and 4 scores. So we'll be facing Fiji on Sunday. I'm sure my breath came through. Whatever happens, I'm very, very proud of Coach Bolu and the girls. They've been excellent. To get to this stage, 8 teams will play at the World Cup. 7 teams already punched in their tickets. And this is the last slot remaining. And here we are, 80 minutes, a chance. And that's what we've always asked for. A chance. We'll give it our all. We're not the better ranked side. We're not the better team. But who says on the day, 80 minutes to decide that we won't be the team that, I think we are the team that wants it the most. But who says we won't be the team that would, be victorious come the end of the day?
Right. Well, good one there for the girls. And I'm really hopefully, as you said, it's just a chance that we actually needed. Fingers are crossed that some sort of miracle will actually happen and Nigeria will be on that plane to the World Cup. And just to add to what you said, looking at the fact that certain sports are priority in Nigeria, we have so many people. I believe that we have the capacity, to be able to do well in so many different sports. I mean, if you take out your regulars, your football, your basketball, and so on.
And athletics, it's
athletics, to a degree.
Football, basketball, boxing has dropped way down the ranking. Boxing used to be up there. Football, basketball, athletics. Okay, let's put in basketball. Let's put in boxing, and then we ignore other sports that we should be. I think if we focus on, we will be excelling in.
I believe so.
Yeah.
All right, talking about another sports that Nigeria probably should be excelling in as well, if everything worked out correctly, is tennis, which is what we'll be talking about right now. And Britain's Cameron Norrie battled his way to victory over 7th seed Andrei Rublev to progress to the second round of the Erste Bank Open. World number 35, Norrie won the 2-hour match 6-2, 6-7, 6-2 out there in Austria.
I don't know. The Rublev generation, Rublev belongs to the same generation as Zverev, and the inconsistency with these players can be frustrating if you watch them. If you are one who see the talents, but they've not been able to put it through, string it through. Cameron Norrie, of course, a very, very dangerous player. Rublev, fine player, but inconsistency has been played by inconsistency. Won the second set, tiebreaker, and then you go into the third set. Having lost the first set and then won the second set by tiebreaker, you think momentum was on his side. Then he capitulated in the third set, 6-2. Cameron Norrie doing a solid for himself. It's an ATP 500 tournament. 500 points up for grabs for the winner, as long as you're not the defending champion. So it's all to play for. Everybody's just trying to claw their way up and get themselves as much points as possible so as to start the next season with an edge. And today, Sinner plays today, if I'm not mistaken. Sinner the man just off making 6 million. That you and I just heard about, and you just see making 6 million in Saudi
just like that.
He's not resting. He'll be playing today. Of course, he will be the star attraction in Austria, and all eyes will be on him. But everybody else is just right. The likes of Sinner are just there to get the momentum going into the year-ending tennis tournament. Nothing that the rest are just trying to get as much points as possible. Sinner cannot finish lower than second this year. Can still get tops, of course. Cannot finish lower than second this year. So I don't think his points are in jeopardy. It's the rest of them trying to just claw their way up the tennis ranking. That's the way it is.
Mm.
All right, talking about another sport that
And the 1-2, certain. You have Alcaraz, you have Sinner, every other person trying to play catch up. Well, will
Yeah.
they catch up on the face of what those who have been doing recently? I don't know. I really do not
The
know.
next 10 years for them.
Well,
Yeah.
let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. All right, let's switch gears and talk football. And the Champions League is where we're heading to. I mean, a number of games last night with score lines that felt like, are we playing hockey or something? Because I did not understand. Anyways, we'll begin this recap with the game between Bayer Leverkusen and holders Paris Saint-Germain, who produced a ruthless attacking display to dismantle the Germans 7-2 and make it 3 wins from 3 in the Champions League.
What can you say about the defending champion? I mean, if you look at them and then you ask yourself one question, which team is going to defeat this team? It's ruthless. It's almost, I don't want to use the perfect, but they are almost perfect. It's a solid side. They play the football, it's fluent, controlled by that little Portuguese magician who just has a touch in everything they do. That's talking about Vitinha. I mean, if you don't watch Vitinha, if you watch the game, you might not see Vitinha. I mean, I'm about that. But if you watch Vitinha, you see the whole game. The guy is just unbelievable. And just when you think that this team is can't be touched, they bring in Dembele back from injury. They bring in Dembele. 3 minutes into his substitution, he scores goal. Then you realize that this is not even this is not even joking matter. You did something drastic to happen for you not to put your money on PSG. It was, I mean, the only bleeping was that Ziban got a red card. And that gave Leverkusen hope. They thought, okay, here we go. We can fight. Because they had already gotten a red card before Zabai got his. There we go, we can fight. But PSG said, dead that thought. Especially in the first half. First half, it was, I mean, dead that thought.
It was 4-1. 4-1 at the break.
When it was 1-1 and they got a red card and both sides were man down, it was as if, okay, let's just put a gap between us and they just quickly scored 3 quick goals. And it was they could score more if they wanted to. You could see it. And it's I don't know. They have a beast. This is not the best players PSG has ever gotten in terms of players. But unarguably, this is the best team they've ever assembled. It's a wheel that the right cogs are in the right places. The wheels are in the right places at the right sizes. No one is out of place. And even when they bring in substitution, they are not shortchanged. So you look at the squad, it's the it's the best squad in the Champions League, and they are the defending champions for a reason. And they've just told everybody, hey, in case you've forgotten about us, we are still here.
We're still here.
We are team to beat.
Right. And the interesting thing is PSG have injury worries, and they've only won 1 of their last 4 games in League One. I mean, looking at what they did last night, you would have no idea they were going through those sorts of issues. So the champions laying down the marker once again. Let's take a breather. When we come back in, we'll be talking about what went down at the Emirates, what a lot of people termed as the Haram Derby between Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. It definitely did not end up in the way a lot of people were thinking in one regard. We'll talk about that and a whole lot more on the other side. Keep it tuned. This is The Locker Room on Smooth 98.1. It's a bit of a long break, about 5 minutes worth of ads. So,
all right, no problem.
all right. I think I drink water.
Yeah.
It is nice. So. I think it's nice 98 or something. Okay, 6.
Daramola MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. And Agbabola with a new improved Maggi chicken flavor, made with a flavorful combination of onion, celery, to bring out your chocolate in the kitchen. We made the taste of everyday dishes with delicious big chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer. Attention Lagos, it's time to lace up with the ARM Run for the Future 10K Marathon on Saturday, November 2025. Make your way to Muri-Okola Park, Victoria Island, for a day overflowing with joy, unity, and celebration. Experience the spirit of togetherness with exciting races, family fun activities, live music, and surprises at every corner. Yes, with prizes, gift items, raffle draws, and freebies up for grabs. You don't want to miss out on the fun. Register now for free on rftf.arm.com.ng to secure your spot. ARM-RFTF is powered by media, iFitness, ARM1, Puma, Biggie Water, and Vocali Sweat. ARM, run for the future. Invested in your health.
Our brains grow faster in our early years than at any other time in our lives.
Lagos, are you ready? The Kidlit Fest is back. Nigeria's favorite children's festival returns for Chapter 2 on December 6th at the Jewel Aida in Lekki. Get authors read live, attend writing, illustration, and animation workshops, and be inspired with conversations with Jay. That's not all. Be amazed by our children's circus and dance to a live performance by the Caleb Malika. It's a full day of stories, arts, and fun for the whole family. The festival starts at 9 a.m. The Kidlit Fest, Saturday, December 6th, Jewel Aida Lake. Get your tickets now at www.thekidlitfest.com. Terms and conditions apply. Supported by Smooth FM, Alliance Française, and Stelly in Nigeria.
Shamroos, get ready to have fun at the 11th edition of ARM Run for the Future 10K Marathon on the 15th of November 2025. Join us at Muri-Okola Park, Victoria Island, for a day packed with fun, fitness, and family bonding. Whether you're a seasoned runner or just want to enjoy the vibe, this event is for everyone. It's bigger, it's better, and filled with more fun than ever before. Bring your loved ones, your energy, and your enthusiasm. There's something for everyone. More prizes, more giveaways, and unforgettable moments await you. Rush now to rftf.arm.com.ng to register and secure your spot. Proudly supported by our partners, Nivea, iFitness, ARM1, Puma, Biggie Water, and Vocali Sweat.
My old big cats pay out. Thousands of daily minutes laid out. Let the faces get on your screen. Just a sort of process. Bet on your feet. Anytime, no stress. The game starts with one X bet. You and that's the promo code to get 300%. Welcome, bonus. So one X bet AP. Anything this.
All right, finally, we're about to be back.
This smooth breakfast.
And we're back. Did you miss us? Yes, the locker room is what you're listening to on the Smooth Breakfast here on Smooth 98.1. You love music, love life, love sports station as well. 37 minutes past 8 a.m. on the 22nd day of October 2025. And yours truly, Ayokunmi Kekirekon, with you in the studio here, bringing you the best of the best sporting information and news. And of course, I'm going to do this alone. Ibitayo Daramola also with me, giving the analysis and giving us some context and breaking it all down, making sense of everything for us. You get to join us as well, so please do. WhatsApp, it's 0911 0911-999-0981. Also join us on YouTube at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. There's a message here from Tyre that I need to read, and he says he hasn't got to his office yet, and he's seen 2 accidents on the Lekki Ekpe Expressway. And I just need to say that let's all be very careful out there. Let's drive carefully. Let's drive safely. Let's not overspeed. It's not necessary. Get to where you are going to in one piece. And I will implore you to always imagine you are the only sane person on the road. Trust me, it is something that has helped me a lot of times. Let's be careful as we journey out there, people. All right, let's get back into the stories here. And Champions League football is what we're talking about right now. And of course, we need to talk about Arsenal. Yes, they scored 4 goals in just 14 minutes as they thrashed Atletico Madrid to continue their perfect start to the league phase of the Champions League. Arsenal running riot over Atletico. At some points, it didn't seem like that was going to happen, but 14 minutes, 4 goals, and the Gunners are looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's a side that looks that's it looks like it's ready. On paper, they look ready. This season would be the one that Arteta will be judged by, really. Over time, he's been given enough time to build and every other time. And every start of the season, more often than not, I've always said, they don't look ready. They don't look. But at the start of the season, the signings they made, look at everything, addressed everywhere that ought to be addressed. And now they look like no more excuse. This is the season, and what a start they've had to the season. They lead in the league, and so far in the Champions League, they are perfect. Scored 8, conceded none. I mean, what is built looks so solid. And then they added it last season, the set piece. And it's continued this season. And you see how that comes to help. In a game where they looked as if the goals were not coming from open play, they kept on trying until it's then they had a set piece to open. And when they scored from that set piece, of course, the most dangerous man when it comes to set piece for Arsenal has been Gabriel. Since last season. The moment they scored from the set piece, the floodgates opened. And it was very, very obvious. Atletico Madrid needed to try and claw their way back. And so they couldn't be the ultra defensive side they were for those better part of those times Arsenal was chasing the goals. And so the moment they opened up, Arsenal cut them open, neat, smooth, 2 goals for Gyökeres. That will boost his confidence because, I mean,
definitely,
as if he was on a down, I mean, not getting the goals in recent times, but 2 goals for any striker will boost their confidence. And even the much maligned Martinelli seems to be adding. I mean, you hear people talk about him, the fans, they always have a complaint about him, but so far so good. Is their leading scorer in the Champions League. Scored 3 goals already. And so everything seems to be working well. And Arsenal, as at this morning, if you ask any Arsenal fans, they are winning the treble as at this morning. I don't know what will happen next week, but as at this morning, Arsenal looks unstoppable.
Well, I mean, all Arsenal fans will be walking around with their shoulders held very, very high this morning. The treble, though, that's a different story entirely. It's not for everybody. It's not.
You're
for
allowed to
everybody
dream.
So.
Come on. they don't just have the first 11. They have the squad.
True. Very true.
They have depth. They have quality in the depth too. Recall, there's Odegaard out. There's the Chelsea player that joined that started the season. Escapes me now. The Nigerian / English Chelsea player that joined them. I mean, he's out too. I know you know who I'm talking about.
Madueke. Yeah.
Gabriel Jesus has been forgotten. He's out too. There's Kai Havertz. He's out.
He's still an Arsenal player. Oh wow.
He's still an Arsenal player. Where has he gone? Have you bought him?
I mean,
So
I did not even remember him.
That's 4 players I just reeled off who can change the course of a game on their day. So, and yet they are still winning. And so you reckon that they now finally have a squad, and the depth and quality we've always asked them that if they want to compete with the big boys, they have to have this. They now finally have it here. Now what is left is, can that mentality take them through to the end of the season? That's the only question we have for them. Only question.
I guess time will definitely tell. All right, let's talk about another English team who did pretty well in Europe last night, and that is Manchester City, where Erling Haaland found the net for a 12th consecutive game to extend his incredible scoring streak and help City end their winless away run in the Champions League with victory over Villarreal.
Yeah, massive. Where would they be without Haaland? Yeah, and it goes back to that. Like, people are still saying they are over dependent on Haaland. I mean, if any team has Haaland, I mean, what do you expect? Feed the man and he will score. And Haaland again scored. I think it's only one game this season he hasn't scored the goal. Yeah, that's how much in form he is.
Right.
The man is. I've run out of adjectives to qualify how great he is as a goal scorer. But he also helped that the captain on the day, Bernardo Silva, scored. I mean, Bernardo Silva scored a header. How often would you say that in your lifetime? One of the smallest men.
Right.
They had a very, very professional game. It's not like they ran riot over Villarreal. Villarreal held their own, missed a couple of chances, but it was what you expect from a team going to face another tough opposition. Very professional. Get your goals, get your clean sheet. The only blip will be Nico getting injured. Remember, Rodri has been picking up knocks here and there, and now Nico, the likely replacement, also picked up an injury yesterday. That would be the only one that will worry Pep. But for Pep, so far so good. The team has gotten momentum back, and in football, everything becomes a habit if you persist with it. Winning becomes a habit if you persist with it. And now they form that habit of always winning. Whether they play well, whether they play average, whether they play excellently, Manchester City are winning. And that's what Pep likes to see.
Man City are winning. And when they begin to put these wins together, you kind of have an idea of what usually comes next. All right, Taya, because of time, let's just quickly wrap things up here. Barcelona, let's talk about La Liga very, very quickly. They've cancelled plans to hold a regular season match between Villarreal and Barcelona in Miami in December. It seems like the voices of dissent actually won on this one.
I think the last time we talked about this, I think you and I talked about this, wanting to host in the United States spread the game. And I said, look, it's not in the hands of the organizers. In as much as they think that they are the ones that own the game, they don't own the game. The game is owned by the fans, number one. Number two, the main protagonist of the game, the players. Those are the two factors. If those two are in agreement on one side, nothing else can happen, irrespective of what the administrators say. And the fans have said, look, we don't want our game outside. We want to see our game. It's our game. It's our domestic league. Keep it here for us. And then over the weekend, the players joined in. First 15 seconds of every game, the players just didn't play to show protest. So they knew. I mean, who are you going to take there? If the fans don't agree, you're looking to bring in new fans, but you can't afford to lose the home fans who have been the one keeping this product up for a long time. And then the players themselves, it's like we've always said, the administrators don't seem to respect the players. They just take decisions without consulting with the players. Well, the players have shown their stance that this is we want. You imagine going mid-season, going to US to play a game and flying back, the fatigue, the jet lag, and every other thing kicks in. So for now, we have a piece of the graveyard. That's been put on the back burner. The idea is not totally out. Trust me, they are still not seeing this idea because they want to make more money. But for now, the fans and the players, they've won. No game in USA for now. But I think Syria will still go ahead with theirs. They're still trying to fight in theirs. It's in Australia they are proposing. We wait to see how their own fans will react to the players. But for now, in La Liga, it's been put on the back burner. The idea of playing the game outside the shores.
La Liga said, no, we ain't doing this with you. All right, let's take your messages as we wrap up this morning. This is Waziri in Jalingo, that's Taraba State. He says, a strong reminder that Kai Havertz, Noni Madueke, Odegaard are yet to come back into the current Arsenal team. I pray they sustain this tempo. Well, only time will tell. Only time will tell. Zikolo says, a smooth morning, guys. Good morning to you, Zikolo. Arsenal was phenomenal last night. I really hope Arteta gets at least the EPL or Champions League this season. Otherwise, he should honorably resign. The depth and quality of this team is incredible. I expect a more positive and ambitious approach in some matches to be crowned champion. I've still not forgiven Arteta for that Liverpool match. Let's go Gunners. All right, Zikolo, nice one coming in from you there. This is Felix in Mende, Maryland, who says, good morning to you guys. Yesterday's UEFA matches were like basketball. The volume of goals was unbelievable. I hope my Madrid prevails over Juve tonight. Thanks for your quick response, as I can now get your station online. As for the past months, there was another station interfering. I mean, we take feedback and we work on that, Felix. So thank you so very much for always keeping it tuned to smooth. This is Emeka, who says, Atletico Madrid complained to UEFA that there was no hot shower in the Emirates, only to get a hot beating on the pitch. Arsenal having a good defense isn't the same as playing haram defensive football. Stats don't lie. Arsenal dominates. However, when you attack them, do you expect them to open their net for you? This is AY Nunir, who says, Fermin Olufemi Lopez, aka La Plasta, was sensational last night for Barcelona, scoring his first ever career hat-trick in the Champions League. Right now, he's already ahead of Dani Olmo in the pecking order. Olmo might just have to be looking for another club at this point in time, really. And this is Tayo. Tayo says, Tayo greeting Tayo. I like that. I thought I was going to witness the most haram-esque football, but Arsenal came through with a 5-star performance. Arteta is cooking. Ayo, don't worry, your team will be there next season because Amorim is involved. Tayo, I beg. Vichinia, the rejected stone of Wolves is now the cornerstone of PSG. Lamine Lawal, world best with the penalty. Tayo, yeah, handful, I beg. Mohammed says, I remember Tega was in support of that movement of La Liga games to USA. I am happy that it didn't happen. Well, I mean, not everybody would be in agreement with it not being taken. Some would want it to go, others would not. Everybody will have their own reasons and perspectives. Thank you, Mohammed, for the message. YouTube, Uche Nawokoye says, UCL was lit with some wicked results. It feels like Arsenal will win titles this season with the proper squad depth and quality. PSG and Barca also solid. Rashford, no louder, Muchina. Emmanuel Alice says, Arsenal fans are not saying enough about the great performance of the boys, but I know this season is ours. A double is in the works, at least. Lord, please give them that double, or else. Okay. Padre Pio says, UCL magic, goals, and more goals. Arsenal showing the world what they are made of. PSG running riot. And Ian Fedada says, Fermin Lopez scored his first ever UEFA Champions League hat-trick last night with his weak foot. All the 3 goals. Well, if you sabi, you sabi. And that's just the truth of the matter. All right, we need to go. Thank you all so much for the messages. Always great reading from you. And thank you so much to you, Ibitayo Daramola, for making it an amazing Wednesday morning. You're appreciated.
Yeah, pleasure always.
All right, you have a great Wednesday. And looking forward to a great Friday on the locker room as well. Thank you all once again. And let's keep it tuned to the Smooth Breakfast. There's lots to come. 9 o'clock, a conversation on Lagos Talks is on the cards. A very interesting one. Don't go anywhere. All right.